Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool taking on Chelsea this weekend. Massive game, and I'm joined by two massive characters from the Redmen TV office. Tom Dutton stepping up to the big boy couch, and Ross relegated to the, the little boy couch.
No,
you were sat here for the Red News Roundup.
Yeah.
So in your face.
I chose to sit here first. I'll let Tom go there. It's my choice.
Yeah, you made the decision. Yeah, but what you don't understand is
I
agreed with your choice, which is something. Yeah. Which is why you're allowed to
mix
sit
it up,
there.
yeah. It's alright. It's fine.
I like your role.
What? It's fine. I know my place in the business.
So, look, let's get stuck straight into it. Tom, understandably, I think as fans, we're all a little bit down in the dumps after midweek, and it exposed or brought back up a number of things that we've, the fears we have around this team, etc., etc. And I think we're all going into this game far more trepidatious than we would have done a week ago. We'd have been flying. If we just won that game 3-0, we'd be flying into this game. But inevitably, the fears are going to exist in the back of our heads.
Look, we need to bounce back, there's no question. And to be honest, with this team, I have faith that we will. Yeah. I don't think we're going to go into this game feeling sorry for ourselves, and then if we lose, we just didn't play well enough. No, Klopp's going to want a reaction, and for a lot of them players in the team who will have played against Sevilla the other day, they have to bounce back for themselves, just to show that, look, we're good enough to play for Liverpool. So
yeah, I completely agree on that, Ross. I think if there's one thing that I think you can say is characterised by this team, particularly this season, I can only think of one occasion where the heads have completely gone and completely dropped, permanently almost in a match. It was the Man City game. Even though, it fell apart, just consider 93rd minute goal against Sevilla is an absolute kick in the teeth, but the team had kind of settled a little bit before then. But this team, it maintains its confidence levels pretty well. Again, post Spurs, you'd have thought, oh God, what's going to come of this? And okay, they had to grow into the next game, but they did, and we've been on a great run of form since then. You would back, provided we get to put the best possible team out that we can. Players out there will pick themselves up with no problem, I don't think.
Yeah, and having Klopp to give you confidence back into a thing, isn't it? If you go through the 3-3 draw feeling devastated, and then Klopp gives you a hug, something the world's all right again, isn't it?
Yeah.
But even the Spurs game, we went behind through mistakes. They were still giving it their all and giving it a go and look to get back into the game. So confidence must be massive. But then you can look at it as if, okay, we drew 3-3. Had we won that game, then confidence would have been good, but complacency might have crept in before the Chelsea game. So to need that bounce back before the Chelsea game could be a good thing. The result could have been better.
Well, there's the thing. You're right. I mean, again, we'll have to see as the game unfolds or whatever, Tom. But fact is, if Liverpool didn't win this game, you'd like to, you need it to be because they've gone out there and put their all in, and that's the good thing about this is it's a big game. Yeah. There's a lot on the line, and to some extent, having a little bit more to prove. And one of the key topics of discussion on the final word was, well, Liverpool aren't a great side yet. We're not there. We're not the finished article. There's going to be these setbacks, but the difference is it's not about hiding away. It's not about digging your head in the sand and hoping it all fixes itself. This side, I think, has got the hunger to be better.
Definitely.
And so you would back them to go out there and make a point.
Yeah, and the big quality that this team has never ever lacked is tenacity and work rate. And look, we need that. We need, especially in the midfield, as long as we lost the midfield against Sevilla, and that's why we lost the game. We couldn't get a foot on the ball, and that's what we need to rectify this time around. We need to solidify that midfield, make sure, no matter who's in that midfield, make sure everyone on there knows their role, knows their jobs, wants to get a foot on the ball, wants to be on the front foot. And look, that Chelsea midfield, all right, it's full of really, really good players, but it's beatable. So if you put work rate in, as well as a bit of the quality, you can beat the quality with no work rate all day.
Well, look, Chelsea have been in the league and they won 4 on the bounce after they lost to Crystal Palace, which was quite obviously an upset at the time. But they've had that excuse of Conte's been coming out. They arrived back at 4 a.m. Thursday morning. And he's complaining at the lack of preparation time comparatively, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But this is what the job of our team is to do. You know, they're going to have to travel up to Liverpool. We've chilled out in Sevilla for a little bit of warm weather training. The team should be relaxed. They should be in the right headspace. What Liverpool need to do is get in Chelsea's heads and remind them that maybe they haven't quite got what they need in the legs.
Yeah, just beat, exactly, that's it. Just make them work for the ball. And the tiredness will come in. That's a long way to travel. We've had it before, and it is an effect. There is an effect there. So, look, I'm confident in this game. I'm confident before every game because I'm a positive Liverpool fan. We're good. We're a good side. We're where we should be. We're in the top 5, and it's going to be a good game again. But like I say, I'm confident.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. As a random thing on this, Ross, I got chatting to Darren Huckabee in the Northwest Football Awards, and he was talking about the game that with the Coventry beat us in the FA Cup, and he was telling me, like, off camera or whatever, like he was done in from so much football. His legs were absolutely knackered, and then when they started, things went well for them, and all of a sudden it was going well, and he said, I realised they were more tired than me, and it gave me confidence. It gave me an extra percentage to push on. And after a while, I wasn't feeling it. I felt fit and fresh. And that's the thing about this game, is that for me, Liverpool need to start strong, or start, as Tom says, by just having the ball and making them chase it, or by the blitzkrieg effect, catch them cold and try and get an early goal and make them really think, oh God, you know what, this isn't going to be our day. Look, they're the champions. They've proven their mettle. But I think the best thing for us to do is to do, to the best of our abilities, to play on every little fear that they've got resting in their heads as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of that will come down to obviously how we set up, but the people that are in that team as well. You've got Adam Lallana's knocking on the door to come back in the team. He gives you that extra pace in midfield to go and attack, the link-up play and stuff, and even to come back and defend. You know what I mean? His work rate and ethic, like you said, to beat Chelsea is everything that you need in that team, and with the likes of Firmino and everyone else that's in there, that's what I'd do, yeah. Maybe give some players a rest that played the full night in Sevilla.
Yeah.
And
that's the only real note of caution for us, though, isn't it, Ross, is that because of how badly tits up it went in Sevilla, we made enforced changes. James Milner we don't waste a substitution on a left back in any other set of circumstances, which would give us the opportunity to rest another set of legs, which would have been nice. So again, for us, it makes sense to. Again, you can't guarantee how these games go, Chelsea. Maybe it's a bit naive to say we've got to get this game done as early as possible, but we have to. We don't.
4-0 lead.
Well, no, but look, we're set up to win a game in 60, 65, 70 minutes, and then to start bringing on Oxlade-Chamberlain, to start bringing on Sturridge or Solanke and stuff. It's just the way it is, but it's exacerbated a bit more this week because it's been going all our way for a few weeks. Now it hasn't. We're gonna have to push someone to the limits to get through this. The
other thing with that severe result means the Spartak game next week's more pertinent as well. So you got to,
week after next.
Yeah, but you can't be resting players for that on the Stoke game in midweek. You need to. Do you know what I mean? It's a busy period coming up now. So people that are either in form, you keep in, or like the likes of Moreno. What do you do with him? Do you leave him in there and then give him a little rest because he must be knackered mentally and physically, and it's a big game. But then Robertson's case, you drop him in. He's not played a Premier League game. It's a massive game to drop him in, but then he's fresh legs.
We'll come on to that. We'll have a look at your preferred 11s in a moment. But before we do, a little word from the people at Vole, which is a football app that you can get involved with. We're on there, and here's how you get on there too.
Vole is the world's first dedicated social network for football fans. Sign up for your free Vole account now and follow the Redmen TV.
Wonderful voice on that advert.
I know, it could do with like a deeper Maybe we should get your dad to do another one.
That would be amazing.
You know what I mean?
Your dad's got the perfect voice
Yeah,
for
exactly.
advertising, yeah, definitely. But, you know, no, it's you. And it's going to be you because we won't be asked.
Yeah, no.
Right, let's get into your preferred 11s then. Lads, want yours in the comments below, of course, and the thoughts on anything we've discussed so far, if you don't mind. Okay, so Ross, I'll start with you.
Yep.
You've gone for the optimism, the raw optimism, have we all,
yep.
that Joel Matip is going to be fit and fine
yep.
for this game, because it doesn't bode well.
He's in full training.
Well, yeah, we hope, you know.
That was from 2 days ago.
So fingers crossed, but yeah.
It's just Lallana.
Yeah. So you've gone Mignolet, Gomez, Matip, Lovren, Moreno. Why have you gone for Dejan Lovren?
Because I'd rather have him and Matip in there than Klavan. I don't think Klavan will deal with Morata very well, and then I think Lovren's got more pace than Klavan to deal with Willian, Pedro, Hazard in there. And Klavan played the other night, so I'm assuming he's going to be knackered for a week or so. I
mean, agreed. I'm the only one who's gone for the Matip-Klavan partnership, and the only reason I've gone for that is just because I agree with this is the catch-22 situation for Liverpool, isn't it, Tom? Is that Klavan's fine, but he's not great. Lovren on his day, I think, is a better defender, but I think Klavan's probably steadier.
I think it's more because he's a left-footed player. He seems very comfortable there, whereas sometimes Lovren, you get the sense that he just, when he goes forward, there's not as much reliability is not the word, but you know what I mean.
It's not a natural. It's not even though he's weirdly, it's his preferred position as left side centre half.
I've gone with Lovren just because I don't think he made a mistake against Spurs, and he had a stinker against Spurs actually, but he's not a bad player. He will deal with these better, especially if they start putting balls into the box. I trust him a lot more than I trust Klavan with clearing them balls all day.
And I think as well, it gets forgotten, you know, last season, albeit at Stamford Bridge, he scores the goal as well as a fantastic performance. This is it. The problem is, I think we're in a who is the lesser of two evils kind of situation. And for me, I just think Klavan's earned his place, if I'm honest. And I think they've earned the partnership. They did nothing wrong as a partnership to make it. I mean, now, you could make the case that the attacks they've come up against in that period, you know, that's the easiest run of fixtures that we've had, I guess, so far this season. But I don't know. I can see the logic for both. I just know that more people will probably. I would suspect, and let me know in the comments, just Klavan or Lovren, and why. I would bet if we put that up as a poll, if we make a note of that, that's definitely not going to be either, but it will be. Who people prepare? I suspect the vast majority of people will go with Klavan simply because of the antipathy towards Dejan Lovren.
But then, if he has a good game, does he kind of... I mean, there's been so many times Chris had a running joke of, I'm cleaning the slate, but does he bring back more people if we get a clean sheet against Chelsea in their attack, and it's Dejan Lovren and Joel Matip being solid, does it lessen those fears? Yeah,
I think you're right. I think the thing is, I don't think Klopp possesses the fears to the level that we do. He rates these guys to come in, and I guess let's follow the conversation on. You've both gone for Moreno at left back. Now I've put preferred 11. You'll have to watch. If you haven't watched me start an 11 prediction, go and watch it. There might be a couple of differences in it because this is more what I would like to see. This is no disrespect to Moreno. I probably would like to see him, and I think Klopp will back him for the same reason. I think he's got no problem backing Lovren. I don't think he possesses the doubts that we have about him. But I've gone with Robertson because why not? Why not?
What's he got to do to
get What has he got to do? He's performed every time he's played for us. And he's the guy to whom he is the understudy has just had an absolute stinker. His worst game of the season. I think you've got a perfect chance to get Robertson in the games. But again, here's the thing that in our heads, we're working towards Robertson being the first choice left back. I still feel that maybe in Klopp's head, Moreno's his first choice left back, and the only thing that's going to change that is maybe an injury to Moreno.
It's two things, isn't it? Because Robertson's not played football, Premier League football, for a long time. Dropping is a massive game. But then if you take Moreno out, his head's probably a mess anyway. But the longer you take him out, it exacerbates probably his confidence in the way he's feeling. If you just take him out of the squad as much as people don't want him there.
Yeah. What happens then if Robertson has a bad game? If Robertson positionally isn't good enough?
Milner!
Well, no, but then is he the worst player ever?
No, I know, you're right.
The
this is the thing, and I think this is why I know the caution's worthy. And I can't keep going on this. I get it. Moreno is not like that wasn't his first bad game for Liverpool.
Of course, not.
So so you can't write off his entire Liverpool career. It's hard to draw a line at the start of this season and say I'm only going to judge him from here on. I think we maybe should, but you're right. The problem we've got in Liverpool, look, as a fan base, we've done this, and I'm sure every fan base does this. We destroy fullbacks and goalkeepers. We absolutely destroy at this club because it's arguably one of the tougher positions. It gets harder every season as more and more is demanded of them. And you're dead right, is that wouldn't shock me at all if Robertson came in and didn't have a good game. You could be ending his Liverpool career before it's bloody started. So there's caution on both ends.
I really want Moreno to come in and just have a solid game. Play like he did for the other games in the season and just show people, look, that was a one-off. And I know you say one-off. He's had
this season.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He's come back rejuvenated. He looks a new player almost. I'm not going to say
every single player in our squad pretty much has had a bad game, or and even like again we talk about Salah's being heralded, the king of Egypt and all that at the moment. We're not too many weeks away from going. He's not great at finishing. There's been criticisms, if nothing else, of all these players. It is about how and it looks like Liverpool in general. It's about how they bounce back from it, and you'd back Moreno, I think, based on what we've seen this season. Definitely. Look, he's not just bounced back from a bad performance. He's bounced back from being bombed out of the team for an entire year to being a consistent, productive, very useful member of our squad. So, again, I could see it both ways. I've gone Robertson because I would like to see Robertson get an opportunity, but
it's fair enough.
The Moreno thing makes sense. Right, Ross, what the friggin' hell have you done with your midfield? You've basically put 3 wingers in midfield.
Yep.
Justify that selection.
I've gone Milner because I know Henderson.
You feel like we're providing too much shielding for the back four, and we need to just give up on that altogether because it's not working.
No, you need to protect the back four.
Do you think James Milner, as a defensive midfielder, will provide more cover for the back four than Jordan Henderson or Emre Can?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Listen, it's your opinion. I'm just asking, just making sure you've thought
your
it
opinion,
through.
But it's wrong.
I'm just making sure you've thought it through.
Yeah, because I think he'll do all the dirty work, and I think having him in there as an experienced leader as well. I'm saying Jordan Henderson isn't, but there's been a lot of talk this week. Is probably why I've put him there. Of him having a case of having a go at doing that and organising that, and then calming play down, which we didn't do the other night, which ultimately cost us. I know Moreno's mistakes, but going gung-ho all the time and giving the ball away. He's going to be in there to tell people to calm down, keep hold of the ball, dictate play.
I really want Milner in my team, but this is I mean, great problem to have for the manager, and this is what we were all doing these going, and you were going, God, how'd you do that? I was like, the midfield, right? Yeah. And again, we've all gone for a different midfield. We've gone for different midfield shapes. Ross, you and I have both gone for Lallana Coutinho.
Yeah, I was going to do that. And
my instinct is to do what you've done there, Tom, is to put maybe Milner or maybe Can, put Henderson and Can in, play more of a 4-2-3-1, give that back four some real protection, and then let the attacking players go. But I really want to see Adam Lallana and Phil Coutinho play in the same team.
Well, we can do that when we're 3-0 up, 6-0. The thing is...
No. When we're 3-0 up, we bring everyone off. Yeah. I want Dom Solanke playing sweeper in that situation.
Oh, but with my idea here is, this is us defending. This is our defensive formation, kind of like how we did Sevilla, second half, and it didn't work. But Milner will sit there, and I've got no problem. Milner can come forward, Coutinho can come across. And don't be surprised if this happened, Milner will find himself there.
Like he was doing against Maribor and stuff, whatever. He's playing the Lallana role.
We just need to protect our fullbacks, especially with the players that they have. Eden Hazard, we need 2 defensive mids in there just to cover that space at all times. And Willian's there as well. He's been on fire lately. We need to protect our fullbacks and just... Gomez had no protection the other day. somehow, even though we were playing kind of that
Jobs in
role.
midfield, did they?
Yeah,
But so we
Salah
need,
wasn't doing enough second back.
we need that solidity. We need to just start defence first and let our attacking players who are good enough just do the business up front.
I think Lallana gives you that as well, maybe not in a defensive role, but his work rate and his ability to press and track back.
That's my thinking with that, is that I'm not sure you need Milner and Lallana in the same midfield. I agree, and but it's mad. Again, what if you've watched the starting 11, you'll see the conundrum. The players that are going to miss out on even being on the bench for this game. If Lallana is restored to the first team squad, then I've got 3 lads who could, at the very least, would normally be on the bench for us, who could have an impact on the game, not even making the subs bench. It's a very interesting situation because all of a sudden, with Lallana, we're chock full of midfielders.
Yeah. And that's the player you want to get your feet on the ball. Yeah. He's so good at that. He's so good at finding the space, intricate movement, intricate passing. And we will need that at some point in this game, I'm sure of it. Whether he'll be on the pitch at that point, I'm not sure.
So we haven't beaten them at Anfield since 2012. I'm going to pick your brains on this. Not an established trivia question as such, but, you know, it is in all but name. Who was Liverpool manager in 2012?
Dalglish.
Well in. What was the score?
You just said it, didn't you?
Then you should know the answer.
2-0.
4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to you. I wasn't listening.
Goals were scored by, for us, Essien on goal, Agger, Shelvey and...
Henderson.
Jordan Henderson. And there's only one, there were 2 players in total of our current Liverpool squad who were involved in that match. One of them was Jordan Henderson.
Mignolet?
Season before.
Oh. I've got no idea.
Position?
Flanagan might have been involved now that I think about it. But I don't think he was. Striker.
Sturridge.
Playing for
Chelsea.
Really? Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
I researched it before.
Nice.
And he was withdrawn and replaced by?
I don't know.
Romelu Lukaku.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was the game where it was a bit of a dead rubber when they had I think they had the Champions League final coming up, and it was, I think they had the Seeing Is Believing shirts on, and Shelvey scored that goal from miles out. And we had, that was a really good. It was a really good game to be at. We totally owed them that, and we owe them another one. You know, we talked about Southampton the other week. We owe Chelsea, and clearly, just by the result, we very much owe Chelsea again. It would be nice, and I think just top line. I think we need a win here. I think tells you where Liverpool are. I think it sets us up because it puts us. There's a good chat. I think it puts us level on points with Chelsea, but it puts us right there. You know, it puts us right bang in the mix where we want to be, rather than just being on the periphery of it where we are right now. And I think, and I don't like to make too many grand, proclamations on how the season's going to go or whatever. It could do with. I think the players could do with it, and I think the fans could do with it, just to give us a marker. The Arsenal was great. It doesn't need to be another Arsenal result, but it definitely cannot be another Spurs. It can't be another Man City. We need to go out there. We need to get a win here, and I think it'll settle the nerves, and then we can go into this period now with, the derby aside, our toughest fixtures. Most of our toughest fixtures are done. Go and start racking up some points, and we'll see where we are. Whereas it goes the other way, it leads to questions. So let's not have any questions.
Don't be surprised if we lose this game. I know that's a terrible thing to say, and I said I was positive before.
I would be surprised if we lost this game because we're so good at Anfield, mate. We've conceded 1 goal at Anfield in the league this season. Yeah. We are very, very good by and large. Now, don't be surprised if we draw this game, but it will depend on how Chelsea choose to approach it. And that's why, for me, I think we should go. I think we should take a leaf out of Man City's book in this. And I think we should just go, put our best foot forward, trust our attack to do what our attack does. And then, you know what, and then once we get a lead, hurriedly reel it all in and defend for our lives for a bit, which would be terrifying, but maybe it might make it exciting, and we'll put hopefully, again, a few of the criticisms. I think the press are looking for a crisis club, and I said this a few weeks ago. The hovering around, the throwing things. For us to try, we just need to just go fuck off.
The problem
is some of these criticisms out the park and move on with the season.
A few weeks ago, I was thinking we want teams to attack at us, and then we can exploit that. But when we've seen teams do that, we've been battered. And that's like Spurs, Sevilla did it, City have done it. So I want Chelsea to come out. I want to see if we can handle it this time. And look, I've got no doubts that we will do well, but I really want to know, like you say, I want to see the character of this team. I want to see the bounce back ability against the top side.
You know what I want to see in addition to all of that, because that's all spot on? I would love it's 0-0. I wouldn't love it, but in hindsight, once the game's finished and the 3 points in the bag, it's tight. There's no chances, and just one little sniff falls to Mo Salah, his only chance on goal, and he nestles it in the bottom corner. And all the Chelsea fans who were going, oh, he can't finish, he can't do whatever. Because again, I can't be arsed with handling all the gifs and the memes of all it. Oh, he can't finish. I would love Mo Salah to just, again, continue this progression. He's playing at a world-class level. You know, I remember seeing this with Fernando Torres when he first joined. He set a stall out. He showed the world and all the fans what level he was at by scoring against Chelsea early in the season. I think Mo Salah's obviously had a better start than Torres, but yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And I'm looking forward to the game, and I hope you guys are as well.
That's the other thing with this is, like, I think the crowd are going to be massively up for this, even more so because of the last result. Yeah. But the fact that, you know, it's a massive game. Everyone hates Chelsea as it is.
We need a big game. We need a big game at Anfield as well, don't we? You know, it's been a bit quiet of late. We need to reignite the fires, and I think, you know, giving the people what they want, giving the people some faith back in this team, I think will go a long way for the rest of the season as well. So yeah, thoughts in the comments below. Your preferred 11s, not what you think Jurgen's going to do, what you would like to see Jurgen do in the comments below. Give us your subs, give us your thoughts on the situation, using the polls obviously earlier on with the Clavan Lovren stuff as well. We've got some Redmen TV Christmas sweatshirts coming up. They're only available till, what do we say, the 5th? Till the 5th of December. Obviously, we've got a Black Friday coming up as well. Stay tuned to the Redmen TV shop. Some really cool deals coming up on that as well on the socials. And yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching the show this week. The advert for you to buy those sweatshirts is coming up. What?
3-1 to us.
3-1 to us.
I think 3-1 as well.
3-1 to us, Sal. Now.
Christmas merchandise out now. Click the annotation on the left hand side of the screen or the link in the description. Last Christmas, oh my word, have you seen this design? Could you imagine how many Evertonians you will piss off by wearing this at the dinner table on Christmas Day? Oh yes.